Guys, what's up? Welcome to episode 24. We're live. Guys, next week's episode will be pre-recorded. However, we will have some live things, clips and stuff from the camp in Czech. Might be historical buildings, probably some water there, possibly some dogs. So make sure you watch next week's episode as well, all the way to the end. Guys, I have a really good topic, although unless you can overrule it. But this is the topic that is very, very important, and I'm going to fix the sort of the guillotine, Darce, and Anaconda. We're going to go arm and guillotine. So guys, as you know, I am very good in guillotine. This is one of my favorite weapons. I have a lot of favorite weapons. This is one of the best ones. There was literally a period of time 15, 20 years ago. That's how I got my nickname. Literally, people would come in and I'd choke him in one round, 7 times. Same thing. There were guys after 6 months that I literally would just say, listen, I don't want to train with you. Just like I don't know what else to do. It's like, it's getting boring for me. Long story short, the guys that actually, in my school, they learned how to defend and counter guillotines quite well. Actually, one of my black belts, Frankie Roberts, man, if I switch to Anaconda, this is my nemesis right now. Nobody else escapes. That guillotine to Anaconda is such a good combination for me. 99.9% of the people, like literally, it's done. Frankie escapes. So I've been playing around with a lot of things over the last couple of years, and one of them has been, and until about a year ago, I didn't realize exactly what I was doing, but I do realize it now, and I'm going to share it with you guys, is the arm and guillotine and the finish mechanism, which basically now I'm saying let's skip the other two and stay with the arm and guillotine, and there is literally 2 pieces to it. Of course, the piece that's constant in all of them, and I'm not even going to talk about, is that shoulder forward. So the topic today, unless you overrule me with the live questions, is Darce, Anaconda, guillotine, arm and guillotine. What say you?
We have we have a lot of good mornings. We have Bea Rodriguez from Brazil. TK Studios is watching, and they are excited for today's topic. We're good to go with the.
What's up, guys? By the way, I got this sweet rash guard from rollingotter.com. It's made in the USA. Can you believe that? Anyways, let's get on with this. I feel like Spider-Man. I'm gonna be like a spider monkey on Craig. So, guys, let's look at this. So, 10, 15 years ago, if I had an arm and guillotine and Craig flopped, I'm going to take it away. I'd switch to Anaconda. The problem is, guys like Frankie, they basically, what they do is they drape their arms over, arch, and even if I keep it locked up, they escape. Well, he escapes. Now, Aaliyah has learned how to escape, but other than that, nobody does. The problem is, when I'm trying to squeeze, it hurts my ribs after a while. And Frankie's got a good neck, so does Aaliyah. So, anyways, I start to revisit that aspect of things. I've played around with this so much. So the other possibility is to go from here, just turn this way now. Is I have this grip, and to switch to the Darce. But the Darce, you could see already at any time you regrip from a critical position, and this is a critical position, this is a position that you're close to finishing the guy, but anytime you regrip, you create an opening that somehow allows them to escape if the guy is savvy and good. I usually train with savvy and good people, good guys, good people. So as I have this, right, especially if the guy's attempting for still trying to finish the takedown, I need to jam my arm in and connect. And a lot of times, if I do, this is going to be done. But if you miss it, if you connect weak, like this is strong. This is good. So if you look at this is really good, you're going to lose it. Okay? So the disadvantage of the Anaconda. And I love that combination. I teach it, I still do. It's highly, highly effective and a very easy transition. But there's one or two people that beat it. And that draping escape is the way to go. By the way, I don't know if you saw a few months ago, we did a defense against the ninja choke. When what's Bryce something got caught with it by Silva. It's the same escape. It's a really good one. So I've been playing a lot with different things, and now I have modified my guillotine, guys. Pay attention. This is the critical moment right now. I'm going to go over it in a lot more detail on the app. If you don't have it, Silver Fox BJJ app on Google and Apple stores. But I'm going to show you sort of, so if you get it right away, you can get it for free here. There's a couple of things. So now I instead advocate to stay on the guillotine, regardless what the guy does, whether he flops or he drives forward. These modifications have finished the guillotine, and a lot of times when the guillotine is you don't have a good angle. All right, so let's look at it again from here. So I got Craig with an arm in guillotine, and Craig decides that it's dangerous enough, and he flops. When he flops, I'm going to mount. Let's give him time to recover. And now we're going to go, what happens if the guy drives forward, but your angle is not good. So this is not a good angle. You messed up. This should have been up. This is not a good angle. So now he's going to wind up fairly square with you. Same exact finish. I'm going to show you guys the modification. The modifications are, again, this is not a modification. That shoulder forward is critical. If the guy's head is going to pop out, it's because you did not focus on shoulder forward. The modification is this. You're going to turn your hand in, and now you're going to use your torso for that extra, I don't know what percentage it is, but it's 20-30% increment of pressure. It's not an exact number. Guys, it's extremely strong. If you asked me 15 years ago to do for a mounted guillotine, I'd be like, listen, when you mount, there's other submissions that probably are more effective, quicker, probably. Now I will tell you, I don't care if I'm on the bottom or top. With these modifications, I can finish guillotines that are significantly imperfect. Does that make sense? Do we have any questions? Guys, I'm going to go over this in a greater, by the way, if you don't want to buy the app, that's okay. You get 3 free days. So you could, if you have very specific things you want to focus on, go to it. It's very well organized. You can go by topic, by submission, defense, offense, however you think about jiu-jitsu.
TK Studio says, reminds me of how Ryan Hall used to talk about both Anaconda and Darce finishes are stronger in mount because your hips are connected and can use more of your core.
Yes. Ryan Hall is one of my favorite guys. I know Ryan quite well, and he's highly technical. He was doing things, which are basically fundamental in nature. And he would catch high-level guys with triangles. Of course, he was also well known for heel hooks. So, yeah, absolutely. It's kind of interesting that in the past, I would have made the switches, and Aliyah is training with one of my brown belts, and the guy's quite good. And what has he got? He's probably got 50, 60 pounds on you easily. And I'm looking at her because her guillotine's gotten better, but she tried to switch from an arming guillotine to Darce or Anaconda. How did that pan out for you?
My arms were fried.
Yeah, because you connected like this, right?
Yeah.
It just when you hear guys, you're trying to compensate for poor structure with power, and usually, yeah, if you close, that may work, and you need to make that quick judgment call. But one good thing about Aliyah, especially lately, is that now when her submissions fail, she still winds up in a dominant position, and that's big.
Trying.
Yeah.
And trying to avoid the
We
one
all
box.
are trying.
We had one more question from
Yes.
Derving Rios, on the mounted guillotine, how do you keep the shoulder forward? You do a shimmy.
No, just kind of roll it forward. So think about it. It's from a structural standpoint. If you guys, if you're watching live, do this with me, okay? So I'm gonna grab my hand, right? Shoulder forward, roll, and then bring your core to it. This is the finishing mechanics. Next week I'll do Teach Me English. So guys, when you do it, again, grab your wrist, make a fist, roll the shoulder forward. That needs to be there from very beginning. That never disconnects. Roll it in and torso. This is where the pressure is tremendous. When I teach this, guys, they tap first, cough. As I release, and they cough. It's extremely strong. Guys, I will see you next week. It's pre-recorded next week, but it's good. It's a good episode. Guys, if you need more details on this, I'm going to be talking about this on the app right now.